Hello everyone. So welcome to my YouTube channel again. So today in this particular video, I will be talking about application tracking system. So if I want to explain what is application tracking system, so let me go through this particular image. So for example, any organizations, they want to hire some people. So they have some job vacancy and they will post across different platforms like LinkedIn, Naukri.com, any hiring platform. So they will job posting across several portals, also with their criteria, what the criteria they need for these particular positions. And then the applicants will submit their CVs or resumes in those platforms. So for example, any particular organizations, they have posted for a vacancy for machine learning engineer and they have only 2 vacancies. But then they see that, okay, why we posted in all of the platforms. In total, we have thousands of applicants that apply for this particular job role. So in this case, it will be a tedious task to go through each of the resume and or CVs of each participants. So to solve this issue, application tracking system are actually right there. So how it actually solve this problem? So first of all, applicants will submit their applications, then this application tracking system, which is ATS system, will parse their resumes. So it will collect some key points based on their resume. For example, their experiences, how many experience they have, their LinkedIn IDs, GitHub repo, then email address, also the personal project they have actually worked in. So so resume parsing consists of different criteria. Like it's depends on the totally organizations to organizations, which criteria they have more importance, like which stack this particular guy worked before and which domain knowledge this particular applicants does have. So it actually varies from organizations to organization, but the full flow is basically same. So after parsing the resume, they shortlisted the candidates. So for example, from 1,000 candidates, based on their job requirement, they pick up 50 to 100 applicants. So these are shortlisted candidates who are capable for this particular job. Then the organization schedule assignment for these applicants and then interview each of the applicants based on their assignment. And finally, they got hired. So that's how application tracking system actually worked in a nutshell. So today I will talking about a smart application tracking system using a generative AI application. So let me go through this project. So here, this is my repo. So I actually named this application is called CV Analyzer Pro. So what it will happen is that you will first upload your resume and it will parse your resume, extract the text, and then you will put the job requirements for any particular organizations. So like these job requirements, and it will give you the similarity and dissimilarity based on your CV. So let me go through the code part one by one. So first of all, this is a Streamlit app. So first, the PDF scraper. So I have imported PyPDF library. So and this function will take a file path and it will read the PDF. And this is an empty string. It will concatenate every page text into this particular text string and finally return the whole text. So if I give you the brief thing. So basically, for example, this is my CV, right? And when we upload this PDF file, it will extract each and every text from my CV. And those text will be written as from this particular function. Then there are different generative AI API that I have used. One is Gemini, and another is OpenAI GPT Text DaVinci 003. So you can use any of the model based on your preference. Like it can be open source also. You can also use open source, maybe Llama 3, which is a very good option. So if you do not watch my previous video about Llama 3, about RAG, how it actually works, please go to my previous video and watch these videos. So in the upcoming video, I will also share you like how you can create an ATS system only using open source model. So you don't need anything. So for this, I have also created a database. So why database basically? So basically the platform is look like this. So let me show you. So you can see this Streamlit app is running on port 8501. So here you can log in and sign up. So when you want to sign up, you need the username and the password and the Gemini key and the OpenAI API key. So it's two options. There are two options. You can either put Gemini API key or OpenAI API key. That your preference, but you should at least put one of them. And how did you get this API key? I actually added these links. So you just click these links and then create an API key from there. And same from OpenAI API key. You just click this particular link and you will get the API key. That it's easy. And after sign up, you have to log in. So it's the same process. You need to put your username and the password. And the key that you will use right there, whenever you signed in, the key will be used right there. So it's easy. And you can also save your API key. And then if I go to my code, so this is the GPT response.py file. So what I did is that first it will get the OpenAI API key. So from the username, it will fetch the data for this particular username from the data.dv. And again, for database, I have used SQLite 3. And then from the database, select OpenAI key from user table where username equals to this particular name, and it will fetch the OpenAI key. And then get GPT response. We have the username, we have the resume text. What is the resume text? This one. Basically this one. And these are the requirements. So requirements means our company's requirements. So if I show you the complete project, so this, you can see this project is running on Streamlit, and you will get the full code repo in my GitHub repo, which is Kaushik24 CV Analyzer Pro. You can clone this repo and test on your own. It's super easy, and I have also put the instruction how you can clone the repo and install the virtual environment and install all the requirements file and then run this file. It's easy. So first of all, for example, I just uploaded this resume. So you can see this is my resume that has been uploaded, and here you can requirement input method. So what is this? You can either type your company requirements right there, or also you can upload a PDF file. So for example, I want to type this. So what I did is I go to LinkedIn, I take one job role and then copy this particular job role and paste it right there. So you can see everything is here. And whenever I click, so, and then you can either choose GPT model or Gemini model. So though we have used the Gemini API key, so if I hit score, so you'll see after some time, it will give you the score. So you can see these are the similarities based on my CV, and these are the dissimilarities. And it also give me a score, which is 65 out of 100. And based on this, you can also design your resume. You can also update your resume based on uh, the requirements of the organizations. So then this is the GPT so yeah, this is the from GPT response. So we will pass this the model as a text DaVinci 003, and you can also use a GPT-4 model, which is a more capable model right now. And the prompt is that act like you are an expert resume scroller. You will always give the similarities and dissimilarities with the requirements and resume. Then give the score range of 100%. Now score this resume based on the following requirements. So these are my requirements and this is my resume. And finally, it will give me the output. So this is the GPT response. And if I go to the Gemini response.py, it's the same case. First, we will retrieve the Gemini API key from our database. So select Gemini key from user table where username equals to this username, and it will give me the Gemini API key. And then we got the Gemini API key. We have the resume text. We have the requirements. Then we will call this model, which is Gemini.generative model. So I have import generative Google.generative AI as GenAI. Then I created an instance for this model. So GenAI.generative model. I have used the Gemini Pro model. And here the prompt is same, basically the prompt that we have used for GPT. So this one. And then it will give us the response. So that's how it actually look like. And if I go to the app.py, so this is my main Streamlit app.py. So if I go to one component by one component, first of all, we have our login button, username, and the last page. So basically, these are the initial session state for login, and then functions to hash password. So what I did is that for this particular code, for example, if you have the database, for example, this database, I didn't actually save your password in a raw text format. I first create a hash password based on your password, then I save this password. And whenever I retrieve the password, I reverse it. So basically I got your plain text. So that's how it actually works. It's not like that we are storing the plain text API key in our vector store. So just some sort of security. But yeah, you can use your local database or MongoDB, any kind of database that you want. So then this is the function for check hashes. We have the password and the hashtags. So it will check if the password that make the hash function is equals to our hashtags, then it will return our hashtags. Otherwise, it will return false. And this is our database connections. So SQLite3.connect, this is our database name, and check same thread equals to false. And this is our instance for this particular connection. And again, for create table if not exist, which is user table. This table contains the username, the password, the Gemini key, and the OpenAI key. And when the user put sign in, so here, so for example, when the user will sign in, right? So right now I have logged in. So if I go to this, yeah, not there. So when the user will sign in, they will put their username, password, Gemini key, and the OpenAI API key. So those things will be stored right there. So add user data, username, password, Gemini key, and OpenAI key. And login user, it will also validate the username and password that is being saved in the database. If this user already been logged in, it will logged in. Otherwise, it will redirect to you to sign in. Then update the user data. So you can also update your Gemini key. For example, I have the Gemini key. If you want to update the Gemini key, you have to go to your home section and, for example, sign up. Yeah, sign up. And you can also update the Gemini key right there. So if I log in, for example, this one, so see, I logged in right there, and you can go to the resume scorer and the settings option. So here in the settings option, you can update your API keys. So if you want to, do not want the API keys to use other, you can add any number, it will update your API key. So it's super easy. And you can also update your password, Gemini API key, and the OpenAI API key. Then what we did is that we create the Streamlit UI. So it's a pretty straightforward Streamlit UI. So first of all, this is my heading section CB Analyzer Pro. You can add any of your name, and these are my menu, which is home section, login, sign up, resume scorer, and settings. You can see home, login, sign up, resume scorer, and settings. Then we have the update page and rerun. So it will update the last page and rerun the app. Basically, some session states I have handled right there. So when the user in the home button, they have this particular interface, which is CV Analyzer Pro features, get in touch. These are my email address, the LinkedIn and the GitHub. You can also connect with this. And then the login sections, you will use the username and password. It will first check whether this particular user is valid or not. So you can see it will check the hash password. If everything is okay, then it will redirect to this resume scorer page. Otherwise, it will go to your sign up page. So you need to create an account. You don't have an API key, then go to this. You don't have the OpenAI API key, then click this link, and this is your username, new password, new Gemini API key, and the OpenAI API key. So that's how it actually works. And these are the settings button. So here you can update your Gemini API key and the OpenAI API key. And this is the contact section. You can add your contact section right there. And as I said, so how you can actually run this application. So it's pretty straightforward. So for example, Streamlit run app.py. So as this is a Streamlit app, run app.py. So this is our app.py file. So if we hit run, it will redirect to this particular port, localhost 8501. So in this particular port, this app is running currently. And yeah, you can also clone the repo, check your own. And if you don't want to clone the repo, you can check out this particular URL. I have also added every details link, the live demo from Streamlit. You can go check it out, and all the features, how you can use it, and the setup. If you want to test it locally, you can use. And these are my contact section. And in the upcoming videos, I will be discuss about how we can use the same application tracking system, but using only open source LLMs. So in the next videos, I will also discuss about this. So till now, if you have any query, please drop a comment in the comment sections. I will try to reply. And yeah, that's all from me. Thank you.